Hey everyone!
Hello!
We are back at Off the Market, Season 2,
Woo-hoo!
Episode 1. We're back and we are here in, creating some new content. We are doing video now instead of just audio. So we wanted to implement that into Season 2 of the podcast. And we're very excited to be here talking with you again. Yes. So thanks for tuning in.
And we're actually at the Green Dragon in Palm Springs. And we want to thank Troy so much for allowing us to use the space.
Yes. Shout out the Green Dragon and shout out to Troy. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate this space. It's so beautiful. So, wow, it's 2023.
2023, y'all.
When was the last time that we filmed the pod?
So the last time we filmed was August of 2022.
My gosh, it does not feel like that long at all, but time flies.
Yes, this is a process. And then we did the commercial for
the podcast
in October.
Yes.
Just before we were ready to launch.
It's actually, it's a lot of work doing a podcast.
It is a lot of work.
But it's fun, but it is a lot of work. So, but we're very excited to be back. We took a little break to re-energize and to think about things to talk about. So I think today we're just kind of going to talk about 2023 and what our goals are, kind of how last year went. And yeah, so let's start off with you. How was your 2022? And what would you change? And what are you going to do better this year?
Oh, so many good questions.
I'm hitting deep.
Oh my God. I hope I can remember all of them. So, okay, let's see. 2022, I would have to say was a true roller coaster. Mm-hmm. It had the best of highs. Actually, it was a really great year.
Yeah,
it really was. And then it had some low lows. So the highs were, we had the best production in the team's history, which was awesome. We sold over 76 homes and did over 34 million in sales, which was awesome. And then the other high, I almost forgot. I got nominated that 40 under 40, which was awesome. Yes,
I love that party. That party was...
Yeah, that was fun.
That was like next level. It was really cool.
I love it. That was pretty cool. I got a new niece. My sister gave birth to a new baby girl.
Mona, right?
And then, yes, Mona. And then some lows, unfortunately, I lost my grandma, who was like, very important to me. I'm named after her. And then as high of a year that we had in production and in real estate, the real estate industry in 2022 for the last 3.5 years has been like nonstop, and then came to a screeching halt in August of 2022. I saw the market shifting in April, but I was not as prepared, and I didn't anticipate how fast the breaks would come from April to August. And I mean, it wasn't like it was kind of subtle, and then it screeching halt. So yeah, it sounds like 2022, I like ended it on a low note, but no, overall it was a great year, but it was a very trying and testing Q4, which is quarter 4. For myself, and as a team lead, I had a lot of pressure. I feel like internally to be better, and am I doing enough for my team? And sleepless nights sometimes thinking about that, but I'm better now. No, yeah. But overall, great.
Yeah, great year.
Great year.
How much? What are you looking forward to in 2023? Because now 2022 is over, so you can kind of move on from those things and kind of start fresh, which is the beautiful thing about the new year is you kind of like, okay, restart.
Yes. And I think, so what I'm most excited about 2023, believe it or not, is it took me 8.5 years to literally on January 1 of my business press restart and like tell myself and have some grace for myself and say, everything's going to be okay. Because let me tell you, Q4 was hard. It was mentally very, very, very hard for me.
Wow.
Yeah. And the last 2 weeks of December was very hard for me. And then I said, you know what? I was on a mastermind call, and there was an older agent on there. When I mean older, a 25-year vet in the industry.
Okay.
And
experienced.
Yes. Highly seasoned. And she just said, Amirah, I want to tell you something. She goes, just be happy that what you're sharing is happening to you right now, and that you're young enough and passionate enough to bounce back. And literally, it's like the weight of Q4 went away from me. And I'm just like, dude, 2023 nonstop, press refresh, and the best is really yet to come.
That's so true.
So
dang, I love that.
Yeah. And that's really where I'm like, okay, girl, take it easy. And I think maybe, I don't know if the team has noticed, but there's a little bit more of a calmer Amirah going, like, maybe subconsciously I'm bringing it like,
no,
hey,
it's
we're
true.
going to be okay.
Yes, I think 100% that's true.
Do you feel that?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're kind of like, it's just going to be okay.
It's going to be okay.
It's all good.
You know what? The house burns down. It's going to be okay.
It's all good.
It's
We'll
okay.
figure it out.
We're going to figure it out. And I
Yeah.
literally am riding that wave and happily riding that wave. And I'm ready
That's
for
good.
2023.
I'm glad that you learned to do that, because it's hard to do that when that's not in your personality naturally.
Great point. And I was fighting it so much, fighting the knowing that everything's going to be okay, even though in my heart of hearts I knew everything was going to be okay, but I'm so used to this. And you're right. And then I just little sentence.
Just gotta.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what about you? Tell me about your 2022 and then what's up and coming for you in 2023.
Me. Okay. Yes. So 2022 was a very good year. It was my best year. So it's only been 2 years, but the year before that was cool. 2022, I had, a certain goal. My goal was to hit 3 million, which I feel like I was selling myself short in that. But sometimes,
agreed.
Do you know when you kind of you say that you want something less, so in that way when you pass it or meet it, you're like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
So anyways, I ended up hitting my $3 million goal pretty much in the middle of the year. So I still kind of had 6 months left, and I ended up selling $5.7 million in real estate on my second year. So I'm super excited and happy about that. And I think 2022 personally was a lot of growing.
I agree.
Yeah.
I watched you grow.
Yeah. I think I was at this age where you kind of have Peter Pan syndrome a little bit, where you want to be like that young person forever, but then it's like you have to learn, no, there's responsibilities and you have to, do X, Y, and Z. And I feel like I finally got comfortable in being confident and mature and just knowing that this is and I'm talking about personal and work, of a direction that I need to go to. And I'm like totally fine with that.
And you were super intentional. When you came to that realization, you were like, you went in this, I don't know what is not molded into that person, but you really, the intention when you said it, I saw it.
Thanks.
And you could see the difference. And then even now, like, when Monica said her goal was 3 million, and when you said you sold yourself short, I'm like, this girl's gonna hit 3 million. She can hit 3 million. That's easy for Monica. And I told her, what did I tell you? I want you to hit 10 million or 7 million, or what did I say? Because I'm like, 3, let's up it to 10.
Yeah, I was like 10 from 3. But then I hit 5, and I was like, well, I hit 3, and then I was like, oh, cool. And then I hit 5, and I was like, oh, great. Then right when I hit 5.7. So, 2022 was very good to me, you know. And then 2023, personally, I just want to get back into being really healthy and taking care of my body more. So I've been doing that for the past week and just kind of getting back into that groove and not doing it for a week and then giving up type of thing.
Nice.
I'm trying to break through that week point, because I feel like that's the part when people either decide to keep going, or they give up. So I feel like I'm gonna keep going now. And then my goal for work is to hit 10 million this year.
You can do it, Moni.
Yes. So I'm super. I was telling Amirah that I feel that I hit 5.7 million, and that was great. But I wasn't necessarily overworking myself. I was working. So I feel that if I just work a little bit harder, I can totally do that. And
I don't want to say you weren't overworking is not the right word. I think it was, you weren't maybe as strategic with your time.
Yes.
More than overworking. Because I mean, when you work in real estate and you're in it full time, you're in it. And I think last year was a lot of ebb and flows of, should I try this? Should I not? Kind of like your Peter Pan. That was a really good analogy. Mm-hmm. And I really think it wasn't that you weren't overworking yourself. I think you were figuring out what works and what doesn't work. Yeah. More than anything.
Yes, that. And then I totally felt... Pause. Pause. Well, that, and I totally just I felt like how I was working. And then I was like, okay, if I implement this and this and this into my business, I could definitely hit this X amount of money. So that's where I am for 2023, is just taking care of my body and my mind. And
Love
then
it.
also just hitting 10 million. So it's pretty simple, honestly. Hit 10 million and be healthy.
Woo, and that's it.
Yeah, and that's it.
And it's doable.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The race to 10 mil.
Yes.
You got this, sis.
Yes. So, and then talking like how you were saying, being, implementing things that work for me, which
Yes.
I kind of found out that, okay, maybe there's things, what I love about real estate is that there's so many different ways to do things and to be successful.
Yeah.
You know, there's like the traditional way, which is like, if you do it, it's bound to work. You know, it's been proven time and time and again that if you do this, and you do this constantly, you're going to get results. And then now there's new strategies that can be put on. Like now we have social media where you could reach, you know, thousands and thousands of people at a time.
Yes.
And I think that's something that I really enjoy doing. So that's something that I really like want to hone in on and just keep going at it.
And you're really good at social media.
Thanks.
So I love it. And I love all your videos
Thank you.
because you just do great. And you come across really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. That's a little side note. Sorry, I don't know if I should share that, but
Oh, good. Thanks. So that's our like individual goals.
yes.
What are your goals for the team in 2023?
So the goals for the team, let's see.
What's the vision of 2023 for Halloum Real Estate Group?
So the vision is to really sharpen our tools and our skill set more than ever. And that's my goal, is always has been, but more so than ever. And this year, I think we have the right people in place. I think we're getting the right systems in place. And we definitely have the right team, and the sales team behind us is to become one of like the best Navy SEAL teams in the desert. And we're mighty, we're smaller, but we're very strong and we're really good at what we do.
Yeah.
So that is my vision for the team, is hone in on our skill set and just keep sharpening it, making it a Navy SEAL team. I would like to grow the team, maybe with 2 or 3 more people.
Okay.
And then I know somebody that's going to come on the team in the second quarter. I'm really excited.
Nice.
I mean, the goal is to have that person come on around maybe March 1, if everything pans out. So I think they will be a great addition to the team. And it'll be a very interesting dynamic because that person's got a lot of personality.
Honestly, I think he or she would be a great realtor. I really do.
Oh, I think so too.
I think just because
I think so too.
I think if you have a big, bubbly personality, that really can take you far in this industry. Obviously, you have to have knowledge, but I think that really is a big advantage when people have that.
Yeah, and the motivation and the drive to learn.
Yes,
and being coachable.
Yes.
So I think this person will be a great addition to the team.
Cool. I'm excited.
So I'm excited too.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 players, I think they'll present themselves when the time is right.
Time is right.
Yeah. So it's definitely Navy SEAL team, grow the team with systems and whatnot, hit 40 million. And Monica knows what happens if our team hits 40 million. What happens?
I'm going to say it right now, so it's on record. Amirah said if we hit 40 million, that we're all going to an island. So I'm saying it right here, right now.
Yeah.
It's February 10th, 6:23 p.m.
Oh my God.
So she's held accountable when we hit 40 million.
Yes, the team is going.
She's going to take us to an island.
Heck yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, but if our team can hit 40 million in production, we deserve a damn trip to an island. So
that's true.
It's been a goal of mine for the last 3 years, and we've come really close
Almost
every
there.
time.
Almost there.
And the first year it was 30 million, and we were at 27.5 million closed and 4 million pending to go into the new
2023 though.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was 2022. No, the first year.
Oh, the first year.
The first year the team formed, our goal was 30 million. We had 27 million in closed sales, and then we had 3.5 to 4 million in pending sales.
Got it.
So technically we didn't hit the goal, but we could have hit the goal.
Yes.
We just
if the timing was right for closing.
If the timing was right for closing.
But on technicality,
we did not go.
we did not.
We did not go. But we went to a nice dinner at Eddie V's.
Yes, we did.
That was a nice time.
Yeah.
And that was our cancellation prize.
That was our celebratory win.
I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, I'm really excited for the team this year.
Same here.
I think that we're going to have one of the best years.
Yes,
just
God
all
willing.
the things that we have going on that are going to be implemented onto the team dynamic in 2023, all the systems and things. I really think that's going to help. And I'm excited.
Me too.
And I love being excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for asking me my goal
Yeah.
and the team's goal, and God willing, we hit it, and we'll see what 2023 is. We're not going to listen to all the noise. We're going to make our own noise.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Would you say right now that it's because right now before buyers were getting outbid, and then now buyers are scared to buy?
That's a really good, yes. So
Most buyers.
Yes.
Not all.
Not all, but most. Yeah. And I think what it is they were hesitant before because everybody still wants a really good deal. Mm-hmm. And buyers have been waiting for the market to crash since 2017.
For ages.
Since 2018. Because once upon a time ago, I believe it was the real estate market crashes every 7 years. If it wasn't 7 years, it was 8 years. But there was a number that they threw out there. They is who I don't know. But they...
every 7 years.
the market's going to crash. So everybody thought that 2009 was going to happen again. But 2009 happened because of mortgages and the way that lending laws were super loose.
Yeah, super loose.
They fixed that so that never happens again.
Right.
The problem is everybody saved money, got their act together with their credit and all of this good stuff so that they can buy a home. Because when the market crashes, because according to it's going to crash in 2017 or 2018. 2017, 2018.
It happened.
Nothing happened. Didn't crash. Yeah. And then 2019 and then COVID. And God, we all know what happened to the housing market in 2020.
Yeah.
Fast forward now, interest rates are high. Buyers that were scared or waiting for the market to crash think the market's still going to crash because of the interest rates. But that's not going to happen.
It's going to be just like 2008.
Yeah.
That's what people say.
Yeah. And when we transact, we're in it full time. That's not what we're seeing. We are seeing buyers back in the game because you know what? They were waiting for the interest rates to go back down to 4 or less, 4.5% or less. It's not happening. And I think people really want to buy a house. So
because there's this whole pool of people that wanted to buy in the past 2 to 3 years that just couldn't because they were getting outbid. Yeah. And, the average person was getting outbid by investors, people with cash, people doing...
people from out of town with heavier pockets than we do locally.
And doing a HELOC.
And HELOC.
Yeah, doing HELOCs and stuff. So... it was just
access to money was easy.
Yeah, it was impossible for a lot of people. So now people are like, oh, I can go out and I can put an offer and actually have some power. That's kind of nice, But interest rates, I feel, aren't going to go down too much. So it's kind of like the new normal, and people just had to adjust to that new normal.
Yes.
Because it's hard for people to jump when something jumps so drastically as well.
So true. That's like the best way to put it. And it is... now those buyers, I mean, we're seeing them come back and we're seeing multiple offers again. Believe it or not, nobody's talking about it, but it's happening.
And the one thing is too, is that we can do our best to kind of see what's going to happen, but nobody really knows.
Oh my God. If I had a crystal ball.
Like nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Like we don't know what the interest rate's going to be tomorrow.
No, we don't.
We really don't. So I think it's just, staying excited, staying positive and doing what's best for you. If it's the right time for you to buy now personally, then go for it if you can afford the payment. There's other options that you have later down the road. Yep. So that's my little tangent.
I like it. I like it because it's true. So that's kind of the forecast for 2023 early Q1, quarter one start. We had the slowest Q4 of 2022 that we've probably had in forever. And I think having such a quiet previous quarter and now we're seeing the uptick again in interest, it's kind of nice. And we're moving into that healthy market where buyers and sellers can make a deal. Yeah. And sellers can finally move on to the next chapter and buyers can enter into what they really want to be in. So
right. That's so true. It's more just like fair now.
It does feel fair. Doesn't it feel less stressful? I mean, it's stressful,
yeah,
but
it's more of a compromise.
and now, the last 2 years when your buyers were missing out, you're like, oh my God, where am I going to find this next house? And you were panicking as an agent because you felt that pressure and that anxiety coming from your clients. And you're like, how can I tell them to go 40,000 over when like the comps don't show that, but the market is
right,
commanding or demanding that 40 over.
Man,
so
what a crazy couple years.
Yeah, that's been a crazy couple years, but
now we're back.
We're back.
It was crickets. It was kind of crickets for a while, and then now I definitely have been getting. I'm happy that I've been nurturing these leads that I have been nurturing because now they're kind of ready and kind of coming out, and they're kind of ready to start buying. So
nice.
But so
that's our little recap for episode 1, season 2.
Yes, episode 1, season 2 of Off the Market. We're going to have a lot of exciting podcast content that we're planning on having on this season. So thank you so much for joining, and we really look forward to the next episodes, and we will see you then.
Bye-bye, y'all. See you on episode 2.
Bye.